A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic escalation of hostilities, the United Nations Security Council convened an emergency meeting on Friday following a series of Israeli airstrikes on Iranian targets. The strikes have drawn widespread condemnation from China and Russia, while Israel's allies, including France, have reaffirmed their support for the Jewish state. The situation has deteriorated rapidly, with British fighter jets being deployed to the Middle East amid fears of an impending all-out war as strikes between Israel and Iran intensify. Longtime adversaries, Israel and Iran, exchanged a barrage of ballistic missiles and drones, resulting in significant destruction across both nations. Major cities including Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, Tehran, and Zanjan were rocked by explosions, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Reports indicate that over 78 individuals have been killed in Iran, including 4 senior security officials, with hundreds more injured, the majority being civilians. In Israel, 3 lives were lost, with numerous others wounded from Iranian strikes. In a defiant response, Israel's defense force vowed that Tehran will burn if attacks on its territory continue. Defense Minister Israel Katz issued a stark warning, stating, "If Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei continues to fire missiles toward the Israeli home front, Tehran will burn." The night of relentless bombardments gave rise to towering pillars of black smoke over military sites and residential areas in both countries, signaling that this conflict could evolve into a prolonged military campaign. Despite international calls for de-escalation, both Israel and Iran show no signs of backing down. Fears are mounting that the United States, which has seen former President Donald Trump congratulating Israel on its excellent attacks, along with Gulf nations, could be drawn into the conflict. Iran's Fars news agency reported ominous warnings from senior military officials that the conflict could extend to U.S. bases in the region in the coming days. An unnamed official stated, "This confrontation will not end with last night's limited actions, and Iran's strikes will continue. This action will be very painful and regrettable for the aggressors." Experts warn that the situation is precarious, with Shahram Akbarzadeh, director of the Middle East Studies Forum at the Alfred Deakin Institute, suggesting that more attacks are to come as both nations prepare for a long-term conflict. He emphasized that the U.S. may be compelled to intervene due to its commitment to Israeli security. In a recorded message, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei declared, "We will not allow them to escape safely from this great crime they committed," shortly before Iran launched waves of missiles at Israel. The Iranian populace awoke to state television broadcasting repeated clips of the strikes on Israel, with scenes of celebration as people cheered and distributed sweets in the streets. As the conflict escalates, Israel's military reported intercepting more drones near the Dead Sea in the early hours of Saturday. A hospital in Tel Aviv treated 7 individuals injured during a subsequent Iranian barrage, with one woman tragically losing her life. Later, an Iranian missile struck a residential area in Rishon LeZion, resulting in 2 fatalities and 19 injuries, according to Israel's paramedic service. The sounds of explosions echoed through central Tehran as Iranian air defense systems engaged targets in the early hours of Saturday. Reports from Iranian state television indicate that around 60 individuals, including 20 children, have died due to an Israeli attack on a housing complex in the Iranian capital. Key sites targeted by Israel included Iran's main nuclear enrichment facility in Natanz, where thick smoke billowed into the sky, as well as a smaller facility in Fordo and a nuclear research site in Isfahan. Israel claimed to have successfully destroyed numerous radar installations and surface-to-air missile launchers throughout western Iran. As the situation continues to unfold, the world watches with bated breath, fearing that this conflict could spiral out of control and engulf the entire region. The implications of such a war could be catastrophic, not only for the nations involved, but for global stability as a whole. The international community is urged to take immediate action to prevent further escalation and to seek a peaceful resolution to this burgeoning crisis. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.